Here we go. The play is over. Let's clean up our relationship graphic organizer just a little bit. Because as we discovered back in Act 4, um, when Juliet was playing dead, we found out that Capulet and Lady Capulet both had some honest, genuine feelings for her. So the hatred that Juliet felt for her parents, I kind of feel like it's still there. She never really reconciles with them. So I'm going to change this little arrow and make it not go from Capulet down to Juliet because I think he finally, not sure which is the end or not. I think he finally showed. Nope, that's the wrong. No, that's right. So it's a black arrow going from Juliet to Capulet. That's what I want. And the same thing for Lady Capulet because, as I was saying, Juliet unfortunately finishes her relationship with both characters unfulfilled, right? She never gets to reconcile with them. However, both characters still loved her. When they found her dead, it seemed to me like they were genuinely um, disturbed by that, right? Alack the day, oh horrible day. That would include the nurse too. Oh, we got to fix hers too. So let me get all those fixed. I'm going to make the arrows from Capulet, Lady Capulet, and Nurse going towards Juliet. I'm going to make those red. And the ones that are going from Juliet to those other three characters will be black. I'm going to move this one up to here. Let's make it a bent elbow connector. Can we do that? Yeah, let's do that. And we'll go from Capulet to Lady Capulet. Ooh, off the page a little bit. And we'll use a curved connector to show Lady Capulet's love towards Juliet. We say that the nurse loved Juliet like a daughter, right? Perhaps we should make this one red. But it should only go one way. Okay, showing that the nurse has good, genuine feelings. But still we have the black arrow because of the way Act 4 ended with Juliet not liking the nurse. All right, so I'm going to change the zoom out to about 100 so I can see a little bit more of what's going on in the whole picture. We have some changes. Unfortunately, scene 3 of Act 5, things really change, right? Oh, you know what? We don't have Juliet and the Friar connected. I think we kind of need to do that. There's a lot of connections here. This one needs to have arrows back and forth because Romeo still finishes. He never says anything negative about the friar. It's not necessarily the friar's fault. What happened to them? Is there a place in Juliet where we can connect an arrow that hasn't been connected yet? Let's see. Let's try a curved line. And we'll have it go from Friar Lawrence to Juliet. That'd be kind of cool. I like that. Even though it kind of goes over Samson a little bit, it lets us see what's going on. I'm going to show that dedication to each other, right? She went to him for help. He helped her. He really did try. Just too bad they couldn't text. Maybe we can move Samson out of the way. Let's see. Oh, there. We can carefully place Samson in between all those lines. So now we see the line going from Juliet and Friar Lawrence. All right. All that stuff happened in Act 4. In Act 5, poor old Paris, with his love heading towards Juliet that doesn't come back at all, he tries to prevent Romeo from going in. He is doing the noble thing, right? He's trying to be a noble guy. And we could show some hatred for Romeo at this point. I'm going to use a curved line to let this come through. He calls him all sorts of bad names, not really knowing that Romeo is not necessarily earning those bad names. And let's take another line. We got to do one of those "I killed this person" lines because poor old Paris is killed by Romeo. Romeo, will you stop killing people? Unbelievable. All right, let's make some lines. Poor old Paris is deceased. Speaking of Paris, one of the parts of the assignment is to put S for static, like we did for Mercutio and Tybalt. I'd say Paris is pretty much static. He doesn't change very much throughout the whole play, right? You're gonna have to do that for each of these characters by the time you're finished with this. Um, so Paris is killed by Romeo, and then nobody else kills anybody anymore except for themselves. How sad. So poor old Romeo. I would say he's definitely a dynamic character. He goes through some changes. Romeo takes care of his life when he thinks that Juliet's dead, and then Juliet wakes up. She sees that Romeo's dead, and she takes care of her life. And if you didn't notice, also in Act 5, when Montague comes in, he mentions that his wife has passed. She couldn't handle all that was going on. She died of a broken heart because of all the stuff that was happening with her son. So nobody killed her, but she has perished. Right? That's a tragedy for you. Let's see. I think everybody else is still living. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 6 characters died in the tragedy. That's not too bad. All right, so again, make sure you put all your S's and D's for static and dynamic characters. You know, the other thing you might do maybe is put a hatred line for the prince towards Montague and Capulet, right? How much would that mess things up? How about if I just scribble it so that it doesn't go through all this? Let me try that. I'm going to try to draw a line from Prince Aeschylus to Montague, saying, I hate you, dude. You've torn up my town. You've killed my relation. 2 of his relations. Look at that. Boy, the prince should be upset. Both Paris and Mercutio are dead. So he is hating on these Capulets and Montagues for sure. What a scourge you have brought upon your houses and ours. All right. So I think that takes care of pretty much everything. Oh, I don't think we ever put the hatred arrow between Montague and Capulet, did we? It kind of changes at the end. It's a little silly. I'm going to build a statue of your daughter. Well, I'll build a statue of your son, even bigger. Oh my goodness. Let's maybe have them connect both ways. I feel like doing that. And we could do a line that goes back and forth to show that at the end of the play, these 2 boneheads finally figure out that they need to like each other, even though their kids is already dead. All right. If you think of any else, put them in there. All right. We got the Lady Capulet hating Romeo for sure. Yeah, that was in there. Okay. All right. Good luck, everybody. Bye-bye.